Now, SABC News reporter Mbalenhle Mthethwa is at the Union Buildings and has been giving us updates during the course of the evening. Mbalenhle, the last time we spoke, you spoke to the workers who were not very happy about the current situation. It's 3 months on and it looks like it's intensifying as there's now talk of a secondary strike.
Yes, indeed, Bongiwe. And if you look at the placards that you see right in front of you, they are there to express the frustrations that workers are facing and their dissatisfaction with the current situation. As you have mentioned, the strike is in its 3rd month and it seems set to continue, and not unless the president intervenes, as they've called on the president to intervene in the wage negotiations, which seem to have continued and carried on for almost a year. We got a confirmation from AMCU President Joseph Mathundra that they started with these wage negotiations as early as last year in June, and almost a year later, 11 months later really, June is just a few days away, still no resolution and still no wage agreement. Also talking about the 3-year wage agreement, saying that while it is a bit risky, but it does provide the employer with some stability, because they don't then have to face interruptions to their production in the event that they do not agree during those wage negotiations. I'm going to talk to some of the workers who are still stationed here outside here. Some of them are inside the buses. The numbers have not reduced in any way. It seems as though the numbers have picked up since late last night. You remember that we came here late in the evening yesterday when we heard that there were buses that had arrived with mine workers who had come here to protest and call on the president to speak to them and to address them. And we know that since then there's been a meeting with the state security, the office of the state security, where they then union leaders were able to express what workers want and what they want to see. Let me speak to one of the workers. How do you feel about the report back that you got from union leaders? Are you happy with what came out of those meetings? Are you confident and are you hopeful that things are going to go your way after tomorrow's meeting?
Yes, but in terms of the report back, we were not happy as a workers. Remember, since we've been here, it's 6 days now that we're here. So we were not happy about the report, because it seems as if there is something that has, I could say, I think the government is playing duck and dive, because it's a property of the government of here. Now, I think in your property, you must know what is happening, what is not happening. That's why I've said the government is trying to play duck and dive. But nevertheless, of what's all the circumstances, we are going to sit here and we are not going anywhere. We are ready, even if it can be a month. Remember, we were here on Thursday. When we were on Thursday, we find out that there are people that arrived there on 2018 or so. So it's 2 or 3 years that are here now. Even us, we're not afraid. We will sit here until, even if it can take a month, it can take a year, it can take 2 years. We are going to sit here and we're going to stay here until President Ramaphosa addressed us.
Okay, there you have it. Some of the mine workers outside here saying that they are willing to sit here and picket and demonstrate, even if it takes up to 2 years, until the president comes to address them and speaks to them and at least intervenes in what seems to be a protracted wage negotiation between NUM, AMCU and Sibanye-Stillwater. It's back to you in studio.
That's Mbalenhle Mthethwa. They're coming to us live from the Union Buildings. You look at the placards, 12,500 Rand. Think back to 2012 when Marikana happened. That was the demand, and it still is the demand for some surface workers today. You think of that 5-month-long strike in the platinum sector that took over, really 5 months, and it brought that industry to its knees in 2013. And fast forward now, the workers are saying that they are prepared to stay at the Union Buildings, and and there's talk now of a secondary strike. So there's going to be quite a lot to come out of the story, even with the meetings tomorrow. Thank you so much, Mbalenhle.